Hooray! This chapter is going to be 16,000 words. You can tell that I'm simply ecstatic to see it. Can't you tell by the tone of my chapter played out to its logical conclusion? Yay! I am so ecstatic. I so want to see this very long chapter. The mummies and the girls walked to the gym. Wait. I know this joke. The answer is peanut butter, right? I saw Principal Celestia and another female adult standing next to her. You know, I just realized it took us this long to get to Princess Luna. Whereas a normal equestrian girl's fic or equestrian or normal pony fic would have had us get to Luna by now. Celestia turned and saw the teens. What are you doing here? We came to rock, Sonic said, looking at the mess. Who or what could have done this? She said. His princess says it didn't do it. What's the proof? Where is it? Where is it? Hello? Yes, but that doesn't give proof you didn't do it. Everyone thinking it was you two. After your incident in the cafeteria, I'm sorry to agree with the students. One little scenario and instantaneously you're already ready to blame the newbies. Yes, starting to get annoyed. So we follow along here with the plot of Equestria girls, and everybody is offering to help and walk around and do this romance BS. Then they proceed to talk more about their dance and their romance and their love for each other and how they're fixing things up, and they talk about evil. Chapter 2, Equestrian Wasteland. What world do you live in? Out here in the real world. Blood flows, little pony. Blood flows. Nothingness. My first several seconds outside were a heart-bursting eternity of hoof-pounding terror. The story had been right. All that was outside was a black nothingness. It surrounded me, suffocating. If I had been able to draw breath, I would have screamed. Then my eyes started to adjust to the darkness. I began to calm, gasping, feeling weak, and not just a little full. In my defense, I'd never experienced night before. Not really. Sir, I always turn out the lights before curling into bed. But that darkness was small, confined to my little room, and there was always the glow from under the door. The hall lights of stable 2 were eternal. This was different. The cool air, quite unlike anything within the stable, tickled my coat and chilled my skin beneath. It bore smells that were dank and rotting, dusty and alien. I could hear the sound of night insects, creaking of wood, and far-off sloshing, but I was struck by more of what I couldn't hear. The constant low hum of the stable's generators, and the ever-present high whine of the lights were gone. So powerful in their absence, I first mistook the outside as silent. I could feel dirt and broken stone beneath my hoofs, so unlike the smooth, sterile floors I had trotted all my life. Though I could not see much or far, I could see further than I had ever seen before. There were no walls to mark the end of the room. I was staring into a horizontal abyss that stretched out from me in every direction. An entirely new panic began to form within me. My hind legs went out from under me, and I sat, stunned. I turned my gaze to the ground, breathing in deeply, thanking it not only for holding me up, but being a visual endpoint. Then I made the mistake of looking into the sky. The absolute endlessness of it sent my head spinning and my stomach lurching. Great masses of clouds rolled over most of the sky, but there were gaps through which soft light poured, and through those I could see went up forever. Instantly, I thought of the clouds as a great net. made to catch me if I fell from Earth into the yawning gulf below. But if I slipped through the holes, I would just fall up forever. I closed my eyes and tried to keep from vomiting. The fear and queasiness was intense, but passing. Once my faculties had returned, I began to notice these things that had escaped me in my initial panic. The surrounding terrain becoming evident. The world around me did not stretch out evenly. The ground heaved and rolled, hills creeping up towards mountains. The earth was punctured by the upthrusting black fingers of long dead trees. Along distant hilltops I could see the swaying, leaf-shrouding branches of healthier woods. But the living trees near Stable 2 were few, scattered, and sickly. Second, I noticed my pit buck was flashing with a host of alerts. The map marker was already beginning to do its work on my new and unfamiliar surroundings, and to my surprise, had already pulled a label from the ether. Sweet Apple Acres. Turning around to get my bearings, my eyes were drawn to the large, hollowed husk of what I assumed been one of some insignificant house. Now it creaked and swayed in the breeze as if threatening to collapse. Looking to my pit buck again, I noticed it was picking up several radio transmissions. The radio broadcast from Stable 2 was dark, but new stations had taken its place. My heart leapt, for it was the first indication there might be pony life out here after all. I danced my pit buck and started playing the first station on the list.
Still inside up. No way inside. My son. He ate one of the apples from those damn trees up near the stable. Now he's terribly sick. Too sick to move. We've holed up in a cistern near the old memorial. Running out of food and medical supplies. Please, if anyone hears this, help us. Message repeats. Hello? Is there anyone out there? Please! We need help! I was bringing my family to the stable up near Sweet Apple Acres when we were attacked by raiders. Only my son and I survived. We made it to the stable, but it's still sealed up. There's no way inside. My son, he ate one of the apples from those damn apple trees near the stable, and now he's terribly sick. Too sick to move. We've holed up in a cistern near the old memorial. We're running out of food and medical supplies. Please, if anyone hears this, help us. Message repeats. Hello?
A voice was filled with terrible resignation, as if the pony had already given up hope and was just going through the motions. Shaken, I turned it off. I didn't think I could hear it again. That is, when I noticed a soft ticking from my pit buck. Checking it over, I discovered its radiation detector. A feature I never known to be used had self-activated. The cute little rainbow dial had always been planted firmly in the green, and it was still there, but edging discreetly towards the yellow. I just couldn't stand there beside what had long ago been the door to a simple apple cellar for the rest of my life. Well, I could, but it would be a relatively short and miserable life. A realization was drawn on me. With so many directions to go, what was the likelihood I would choose the path that Velvet Remedy had followed? Even though she had only a few hours head start, the prospect of finding her was bleak. But I had to start somewhere. The best chance I had to get up high and look around. The ruins near me rose higher than any of the nearby trees. The sheared-off roof of its upper tower was probably the best vantage point I could hope for. Closed my eyes, steadied myself, and went inside. Follow. Everyone's done that. Need a little something unique here. A little jazzed up. And up my side. I clicked through the links furiously. Come on! There's gotta be some new dash pics in here somewhere. It's been at least 3 days since I've seen a new one. It's late at night, and I'm browsing DeviantArt looking for some new pony images. MLP, Friendship is Magic, ended a few years ago, after its Earth season, but I'm still a huge fan. I love fan art of any of the characters, but Rainbow Dash is by my far favorite pony of the bunch. She has always been, and always will be. I don't even know why, really. There's always something about her. Unfortunately, a lot of the fandom has died down over the years. Sure, new fan content still surfaces here and there, but not nearly as often as it used to. The worst part is less overall content. It means less content of specific ponies. Days could go by without any new Dash pics, and I'm lucky if in a month I could get a single new Dash wallpaper. I don't even want to think about how things are going to get worse in the future. It's the year 2020, and fan art is already this scarce. What's it going to be like in another 10 years? Man, maybe I should learn to draw my own art. Or I could just commission something. I sigh as I realize DeviantArt has no new uploads of the Blue Pony today. I guess I'll just go through the archives and look for pics I skipped over before. This is getting depressing. I wake up the next day and shake the last vestiges of sleep from my head. Nightmare I was having. Something about the MLP finale fades from my mind. It's hard to believe it's been 5 years since the show ended, and I'm still getting bad dreams about that episode. In all honesty, it's a terrible episode. I mean, pretty much everyone in the fandom agrees it was a stupid way to end the show. But regardless of the reviews, all I know is that the episode still gives me honest-to-goodness nightmares. I still don't know how they managed to air an episode like that on a children's network and not get sued by the FCC. At least today should be a good day. See, today is May 1st. And it's my 25th birthday. It occurs to me I really should clean this place up a bit, as I have friends coming over soon. The party should be fun. My best friend Jack shares a birthday with me, so every year we host a joint birthday party. I've known Jack for a really long time. Well, I guess it hasn't been that long, but it sure feels like it. We met in high school during a track competition some 11 years ago, back when he was from our school's rival team, and we were competing in the 400-meter dash. I met him on the starting line before the race, and we just hit it off immediately. We only had about a minute to talk while we stretched waiting for the race to begin. But at the end of it, I felt like we were already best friends. The race didn't follow thereafter. It was a hell of a race, too. The 400-meter dash was always my best race, and I was shocked to see Jack stay neck and neck with me until the very end. I ended up winning by a nose, and I still give him crap over his loss, though he always just rolls his eyes and claims I tripped him in the last 50 yards. In any case, Jack is a great guy. So is his brother Evan, though Evan is about the same age as Jack and I, and is mature beyond his years. His maturity probably has something to do with the fact he runs a family farm. Evan and Jack live on this small ranch just outside of town. As I recall, the parents died when they were very young. Evan had to grow up pretty quick to take care of both the farm and his younger brother. Anyways, as much as I respect Evan, I sure wish he wasn't planning on coming to the party today. You see, while Jack and I like silly things, such as cartoons about ponies, Evan is the complete opposite. Don't really blame him for being so stoic and mature. It's a pity. Usually at parties like this, Jack and I love to watch the old episodes. But if Evan's around, we keep the pony down low, due to mutual respect. The sound of the doorbell rings brings me out of my thoughts. And looks like the guests have arrived.
Happy birthday. I hope you got room for all the strippers I brought,
Jack jokes as he barges into my apartment, carrying both arts and carrying a load of beer and chips. Oh, crap, you're bringing some strippers too? Damn it. I already ordered a dozen for the apartment already. I joke as Jack draws the bags and gives me a hug. All my best friends could share. It's good to see you, Jack. And a happy birthday right back at you. The big 2-5.
You knuckleheads have been around a quarter of a century already. Isn't that something?
I look up to see Evan standing in the doorway, a comforting smile on his face.
Happy birthday. I got something for the occasion.
He hands over a heavy box. I open it up on the spot. It's a bottle of scotch. I read the label. Like Evan Reserve, 25-year age? Jesus, Evan, how much did you pay for this?
Well, it's nothing. Across the bet. But I figure it's cheaper in the long run, because it's a price for both of you. Save me the trouble bound two prices. 25-year age scouts for 25th birthdays.
Jack strode over and is in awe of the bottle. Oh, crap, bro. You know I love whiskey. Let's go get some glasses of ale and bounce this bad boy open. I'm in the middle of opening a cabinet when I hear Forrest Feet's from the far frame. You know, I usually wait until the perfect time before you drink something that special. I turn around and see Fiona standing just outside the apartment, looking in through the dorm frame. Fiona, get in here! How long have you been standing in there? And all the commotion of Evan and Jack arriving. I forgot I also invited Fiona. She's a quiet girl I met her in college about a few years back, and she doesn't get out much. She's really sweet, though, the type of girl you'd like to be in the company of, in a non-sexual way. Things are just more calm with her around. Jack and Evan had been taking a liking to her as well. So, even with all three of us being so close to her, no one makes any advances on Fiona. I'm not sure it's because she's too sweet to think of in that way, or it's because us guys don't want to make a move on her that would make the other guys jealous. A noise behind me brings me out of my musings. What were you saying about waiting for the perfect time to drink this? Jack was, while whacking the ball Scott's in his hand. Oh, well, you know, I heard some communities tradition to take a shot of alcohol on the exact anniversary of your birth. Fiona mentions that she calmly strides in and hands Jack a large gift before turning to hand me as one. Oh, and happy birthday, by the way. I hope you like what I made. Jack takes the gift bag from her hand, but doesn't look inside. He's still confused about the drink. Hold on, Fiona. This is the exact anniversary of our birth. You know, a birthday. Evan cuts him off.
Oh, thanks you means the exact time. You know, Jack, like you were born at 5:37 p.m., I think? It listed on your birth certificate, you know? So I guess you're supposed to take a shot at that exact time. Well, I can't say I approve of using top shelf scotch for shots.
Jack pops the cork out the bottle. I'll be quiet. It's already paid for. I'll say we'll use the scouts. And actually, that's convenient. It's 5:30 right now. We should get ready for this. I sat for a second, trying to remember my own birthday time. I actually looked it up a while ago and used to have it memorized. Oh yeah, I remember my time. Wait, damn, that's lame. My birth time was something like 11:30 p.m. You guys gotta be back home by then. Huh, let's just have a drink to celebrate Jack's time. Jack starts to pick stuff off the table to make room, only to realize he's holding something in his hand. The gift bag Fiona handed to him when he arrived. Jack opens up as he talks more about the Scots. Yeah, that sounds good, guys. I think excuse to drink more is a good rule in my book. Let's just get some glasses and then we can... Oh my god, it's adorable! I spin around to see Jack holding a well-made pussy of Final Scratch, his longtime favorite pony. Fiona stands out to the side, beaming at what is obviously something she hands to us. I have to hand it to her. That plushie is pretty damn adorable. I'm actually kind of jealous. Wait a second. She gave me a present back too, didn't she? Does that mean what I think it means? I leap over a chair and sprint back into the living room. Quickly finding the gift bag, I privilege it down. I immediately grab it and tear the cover off. My eyes barely have time to register the color of the plushie's hair before I give out a yell at Jubilee and oh yeah! I'm holding a Rainbow Dash plushie in my hand. It's pretty much the best thing I've ever seen. Jack laughs as he lifts his present. You just had to give him more last merch, didn't you, Fiona? Don't encourage him. Fiona blesses and shrugs her shoulders. Before she could pry, she is clunked by both Jack and I, as we fight over space to hug and thank Fiona for the presents. It's a pretty touching moment, but it's cut short by Evan poking his head back into the living room.
Hey, guys. Shots of pouring. Well, great. More ponies. Jeez.
Silly Evan. He was outnumbered. With Fiona, there was a ratio of pony fans to please 3-1.
Don't be jealous. I can make you one for your birthday if you want, Evan. You just tell me your favorite pony.
Fiona smiles as she makes her way to the dining room table to do ceremonial drinks to Jack's 25th. You could make him apples like. Being a farmhand and all, I smirk as I put Dassy down on the table. Goddamn dazzling, you pussy. Jack rolls his eyes. Oh god, no apple track. Don't waste your time making a plushie of our most utterly useless pony. He smiles so hard, I start to worry the scenes will burst. Evan remains deadpan through his entire ordeal.
Fiona, you're asking me for my favorite pony? Is there a pony that just goes around and kills all the other ponies?
Fiona smiles vanishes instantly. But surprisingly enough, she keeps the conversation going.
Well, that would be Season 5 Discord. But I'm not making you one of him.
I feel myself wince at the mention of Discord. In my periphery, I see Jack do the same. I always wince when someone mentions Discord. I suppose because I feel like he ruined the show. However unsettled I might be by mentioning him, I do have to correct an error right here.
Oh, come on now. Discord didn't kill the main ponies. He just... forget it. Evan doesn't care. We can just end this pony talk for now.
Yes, please do,
Evan said, still deadpan. He checks his watch.
Alright, guys, let's get ready. It's 5:36.
Corvus Century, here I come! Jack proudly exclaims as he puts vinyl down, stands up, shot glass in hand. The rest of us follow his lead, and join him standing and holding our glasses in the air. Even Fiona joins in on this. What surprises me, I don't see her drinking hard liquor.
Evan starts to count down. 10, 9, 8, 7.
Look around and take in the scene. Those cold birthday parties always give me the best memories.
4, 3, 2, 1. Drink!
Evan yells as I tip my shot glass back. Smoky amber fluid burns as I knock it back. Whoa! Strong stuff! I exclaim as I slam the empty glass down, and was met by glasses of Fiona and Evan. That was peaty.
Evan agrees. Takes out the fire, but leaves in the warmth.
What do you think of that, Jack? I ask. I don't know reply. I look up at him, confused. Jack still standing there, full glass of scotch still in his hand. Jack? Fiona asks quietly. She joins Evan and I staring at Jack. He's still standing stock still, oblivious to everything around him. Eyes are unfocused, and just staring past everyone beyond the horizon. Evan reaches out and pokes him on the shoulder. Hard. Jack twitches and snaps back to attention. He blinks twice and looks around as if unsure of where we're in the kitchen. His hands land on me and stumps for a bit. I want to ask if he feels okay, but he tilts my hand and stares in my eyes. After a few seconds of staring at me, he opens his mouth. Rainbow dice? I feel like chill going down my spine. What? What about her? I ask, confused. Are you talking about the plushie? I look around for my birthday present to make sure it's okay. I spot the plushie on the far side of the room. It seems to feel fine. I turn to face Jack back. He's just staring at me with a pleasant, confused look in his eyes. I bet to ask what he's talking about, but the moment is ruined by Evan laughing.
You forgot to drink, you big dope.
Evan laughs as he slaps Jack on the back, nearly breaking the confused look on his face. Thank you, Jack. You got one job. Fiona giggles to herself as he pats Jack on the shoulder. Jack looks around and out of state. Yeah. You okay there, buddy? Never seen you zone out like that. In the middle of a party, no less. I said as I look at him closely. He looks fine now, but I'm wondering what the heck he was referring to when he looked at me and called me Dash. That doesn't make any sense. We aren't the role-playing type. Despite my well-known obsession with a several Rainbow-made best pony, in all my years I've never heard Jack call me her name before. I want to brush it off as nothing, but something feels off. Jack brings me back to reality by speaking up. Yeah, I'm fine. Just lost a thought or something, that's all. How long till we can drink these shots? The three of us raise our eyebrows at Jack. What? Did you guys drink already? What the crap? When did that happen? We all continue to stare back at Jack. None of us quite sure how to respond to his rhetorical questions. Thankfully, the awkward silence is broken by Jack shrugging his shoulders and saying, Whatever, barrel's up! He downs his drink in one gulp and drops the glass where the others went. It's getting late, and I start cleaning the dishes out in front of the party. I yawn and check the clock, knowing that Fiona left 2 hours ago.
Alright, I'm headed out. You two kids have fun.
Evan says as he heads out the door. Jack waves back and yells over his shoulder at Evan. See you tomorrow, bro! Don't forget to check on Sarah when you get home. I think her health might still be affected. She's been acting real antsy around me these past few days. Jack decided to cross my place tonight, but Evan couldn't stay. It's a pity, but the fact that he lived on a working farm and work there starts at 6 a.m. Thankfully, it's a small farm. There's a few acres of organic corn that they sell locally. The real pride is their horse stock. They have a dozen purebred Spanish Andalusians that they breed every season. A healthy, purebred colt can sell for upwards of $10,000. It's pretty much how they pay their bills. An A-cast. Evan has to go feed them for the night. After a few hours of card games and beer, Jack and I decide to call it for a night. My friend collapses on the sofa, not even bothering to change clothes first. Well, whatever, not my problem. I don't do his laundry. I yawn and check the clock. It's only 11 p.m. I figure I have at least an hour before going to bed myself, so I might as well browse the net until then. Make my way into the room and boot up my desktop. I start skimming some random pony sites and forums to try and find new pony content. And eventually I stumble across a random Rule 34 thread. I pause for a moment, debating if I should open it. I'm not really a clopper, but I do sometimes look through these threads. If nothing else, it's a way to find new content in Rainbow Dash. I turn around and make sure my door's shut. They proceed to open the thread and scroll through what they have. Thank you, E621! The thread is filled with a bunch of posts about people raving about this new video. And I see them link to an animated flash titled Shining Armor and Rainbow Dash. Duration 2:30. Stopping Christmas. This sounds like hardcore clop, not my cup of tea. I should pass it up and get out of this thread. But on the other hand, I'm crazy desperate for new content. An animated video featuring Dash? Yeah, maybe I'll just take a peek to see if the animation's any good. My digital watch beeps to signify it's 11:30. I press on the video. Sound of thunder, nighttime. What did you do? What did you do? Feeling of wind. If you're not here to use them, moving at unbelievable speed. For 5 score, divided by 4. Blank, blank, blank. What am I doing again? I reach down and scratch my thigh. Oh, right, the video. I just started it. I look up at the screen and only see the video's over. That's odd. The video must have bugged out on me. Out the corner of my eye, I see my watch. 11:34 p.m. I know the feeling. You're watching a good internet video that's only boop 11:34. Wait, what? My watch just beat down the bottom of the hour. How is it 11:34? I must have dozed off after a few minutes there. I'm trying to think. Did my mind wander or something? What was I thinking about? Something about... Pfft, hell if I knew. Whatever, it's getting late. I'll just watch this video and then get to bed. I restart the video. Wow, it's really well animated. I mean, this is practically show quality. Those watch, I noticed something odd. Normally when I watch pony vids, my eyes are locked on Dash. But right now, I'm really distracted by how good Shining Armor looks. I mean, the video just shows them standing there and talking to each other right now. But still, can't help but notice how good Shining looks. What's the word? Attractive? That gorgeous mane, chiseled muzzle, those muscles. I'm so jealous against Dash. Was I was the one standing there talking to a stallion as handsome as Shining. Suddenly I freeze, realize what I was thinking. I shake my head to clear the thoughts. Yeah, brain! What the hell? I closed the video, that Rule 34 vid, in my entire internet browser. Then shut off my computer, back away from the desk. Ugh, feel like I need a shower. I have nothing against people who are into stallions. I just know I'm not one of them. I go in the shower and undress, while staring off into space. What a weird fantasy to have while watching that video. I never think about stallions like that. It's just not my thing. I reach down and scratch my leg again. Maybe that alcohol's still in my system or something. My hand starts rubbing my thigh as I close my eyes under the shower, let the water flow over my back. Well, it's not like anyone's going to know I was thinking about a stallion like that. No harm, no foul, I suppose. I still realize it still has mildly rubbing my leg, and I look down to see what my hand is up to. Huh? That color wasn't there before. I lift up my hand to clear the water from my eyes, only to feel my blood turn cold at what I see. Rainbow Dash's cutie mark is emblazoned across my thigh. What? Oh. For a minute there, I dreamt I was reading some other fic. Did I miss anything? Let me scan. Nope. You people missed absolutely jack shit. You're welcome.